Welcome back to another edition of the Bloomfield Pride Points. Today I have Mrs. Shields and Mrs. Lauderdale here with me. There are fabulous Title I teachers, and we're going to talk about Title I, a few of the things that they prepare throughout the year to help our Title I students. So first of all, the Color Run is a really big event that just happened here a couple weeks ago. Quite a bit of fun for our students. Can you just give us some background on when did it start? What is the overarching goal, and how many kids participated this year?
Well, I think this is my 10th year in title, and we've been doing it every year since. Mrs. Van Dievender, a former principal, got this started, and we used to do it here whenever, before we had the sports complex, but then whenever we got the sports complex, we wanted to utilize that. So we moved it out there. We had, I think, between 250 and 300 total people show up. Wow. I would guess at least 200 students ran. Tina and I did not.
No, we served food.
Yes.
But I would say, like, the overall goal of the Color Run and the book swap is just an opportunity for families and our Cardinal family to come together with the community, just to promote literacy and also to get families together to be active with one another.
Well, I really appreciate it. I know it was a lot of work and effort putting it together, but you mentioned the book swap, so can you tell us about the book swap? Like, where do the books come from? How does one get a book? How many kids participate in the book swap?
There again, I think we had over 200 books taken. When we started this, we actually had them bring in gently used books, and that was before COVID. Since COVID, we purchased new books from Scholastic.
Okay.
So it's a little different than what it used to be. Hopefully we can get back to where we actually do swap, but right now they're brand new books from Scholastic, and even siblings, like 3-year-olds, because reading is important for everyone, so they can get a book as well. They just have to show up.
Awesome. Well, you are right that reading is important for everyone, and I would say that reading is the foundation of all learning. As you guys very well know, reading comes into play in every single subject that we have, from preschool all the way through 12th grade. So every part of every subject. But you are our Title I teachers, so can you just dive a little bit deeper into Title I and tell us about the Title I program?
Well, Tina, or Mrs. Shields, starts it out in kindergarten and first. This is her first year here, and it's a little bit of a change, but I think she'll see the neat aspect of the children learning. She can talk a little bit more about how her day goes.
Well, in our room, we work as a team. There are 3 of us, and we have some pretty awesome paraprofessionals who have done this for years, so they're guiding me through my first year. But we feel like kindergarten and first grade is a really great time to intervene when it comes to literacy and reading. So we serve them in several different capacities. We have small groups. We do remediation with kids where we're teaching them in a multi-sensory type of setting in programs that we use. So it's really important for kids to know and have a love of reading really early on. So,
and then my paraprofessionals and I work with 2nd and 3rd grade, which is a lot different. They've already got, most of them have their foundational skills, so we just build upon those. We have to do universal screening for dyslexia K through 2, so that's something that's been fairly new in the past 4 or 5 years. We've started doing that, and that helps give us information as to what the students need and everything. I see over 90 students a day, and I'm pretty sure Mrs. Shields sees that number as well. So it's something different every day. It's fun.
Very challenging,
yes,
but very worthwhile.
Well, I really appreciate that insight, and you mentioned our phenomenal paraprofessional staff. So I think in my next question, maybe you can put their names out there for anybody that's viewing this, because I know a couple of them have been here for quite a long time, serving our students year after year, and so I think it'd be great if you gave a shout out to them. But just one last question, maybe run through what a typical day looks like in here, like how many kids rotate through, how many different stations you have, and how long those are. So if you can just give us a typical day for you.
Each classroom is pretty well set up the same way. We have the teacher and the two paraprofessionals, so we have 3 stations. They see the same students every day. Sometimes we'll change that just due to testing and such. We see them for 30 minutes at a time, and then they're kind of like grandchildren. You can send them back.
We see them every 30 minutes, so we're pretty packed throughout the day. We see kindergarten and first grade, and you're on the move every 30 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
There's 3 groups running at one time, and we differentiate with each group based on their levels. And so my shout out goes to Mrs. Baker and Mrs. Toon, because this room would not run effectively without them. So really grateful for them.
And I have Mrs. Wilson and Mrs. Sisk. They are lifesavers. I can, like right now, I can leave them in charge and they know exactly what to do. So I feel comfortable in knowing that if I need to leave the room, they're going to take care of things.
Well, thank you both very much for this interview, but also thank you for the way that you invest in our students and set them up for success with literacy.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Thank you.